Alright, first things first. Those of you here for the first time, welcome. I am currently working on creating a live radio broadcast to work in tandem with my YouTube stuff. I have a volunteer webmaster looking into the radio thing, but it looks like after researching the subject heavily, I'm going to need some more help. Help in the area of IT people, server space, and general webcasting issues. I like the idea of a Helix Universal server, so if any of you are a web host and would like to provide support for this internet radio station I'm trying to start, contact me please. I can be fairly confident and say I will, during any given broadcast, need capacity for over 100 listeners, and that will grow. I simply can't afford some of these server prices for Helix support over 100 listeners, ranging from $100 to $2,000 a month. I mean, you pay more for more listeners, and it's clear that people will listen. I have explored other options, and this looks like the best one. However, I am open to suggestion. I just want to be sure that everyone who wants to listen live can. I can't afford to have any one person turned away because the server is full, because I speak to every individual out there. I am not asking for donations of money. My mission is to give this content for free, always, and I am asking for tangible help in doing so. I would really like this to happen within a week or two. I really don't know. I can't put a timetable on it, but I will be soliciting web hosting providers as I surf the net to see if they would be interested in sponsoring me, with this help. But on with the story, which really has no point. It's just kind of a bitch. I want to bitch a little bit. Coca-Cola announced this week they will be donating a piece of land adjacent to Centennial Olympic Park to a civil rights museum. This is a great thing, a civil rights museum in Atlanta. Although I have no major problem with Coke. Okay, well, I have a problem with Coke. I have a feeling there will be no Pepsi vending machines in the Civil Rights Museum, but that's not my only problem. Now, Coke is as Southern as grits. King himself may have even drank Coke. I don't know. But what does it say about Southerners? Nothing. Just a nice ending to that sentence. Really, what amount of corporate whoring is necessary to wrap your red arms around an entire market? I'm not bashing Coke for doing this. It's a great thing to donate to, but the problem I have is there is already a National Historic Park dedicated to King. Why didn't Coke offer to move it to this new site? Well, because it is located at Ebenezer Baptist Church, where King preached, and his boyhood home is there as well, so scratch that. Well, wait. That actually sounds like a pretty good site. Why didn't Coke buy up the neighborhood that this site is located in? Because it is operated by the National Park Service. Why am I asking all of these questions? Well, there is a question floating around as to who exactly is going to pay for the actual museum. Now, Coke might do it. Only history will tell us in the future. Therein lies the problem. Did they spontaneously donate this land because they wanted to remember King? Why didn't they do this years ago? If they are going to eventually pay for the museum, why not announce it now? If they aren't, why are they choosing to take the fake high moral ground and not back it up, Coke donated the land for the Georgia Aquarium also, which is a block away. It's the largest aquarium in the world. Right across the street, Coke is building a new World of Coke. Yes, I said new World of Coke. For those of you who don't know, there is already a World of Coke here in Atlanta. I went there once when I was a kid. I tasted Coke from around the world. It was awful. That's not why I don't drink Coke. I'm just a Pepsi drinker. Anyway, the new World of Coke will be right across the street from the new Civil Rights Museum as well. Yeah, right across the street from there and all the land that they donated. How nice of them. So you got the World of Coke right next door. Now, when all this news popped up, I was reading the Atlanta Journal-Constitution and saw quite possibly the most brilliant cartoon I've ever seen. It was drawn by Mike Lukovic. I generally enjoy his politically satirical cartoons, but this one summed it up. I mean, he's obviously genius. I actually pondered retiring from my dealings on YouTube and politics altogether after seeing it. It summed up everything I've ever said. Of course, everything I've said can be summed up quite swiftly, but any statement deserves a proper explanation, which I give, so stop emailing me and saying that you can sum it all up. You're making yourself look stupid and filling my inbox. Anyway, in this cartoon I saw bigotry, exploitation, corporatism, and basically everything bad about capitalism and people in general. This cartoon is what sparked this video. You may not see all of these things, but in any case, you may just find it humorous. Here it is. I'll have more on my idea about free media and why it's starting to cost money. Also some thoughts on high definition media, bumper stickers, censorship, and how these things are shutting people like me out. Tomorrow, I think. It may be Sunday. But this weekend, I'll be posting the movie America, Freedom to Fascism. Hope you'll come by and watch it. It's free. It's by writer-director Aaron Russo, and I did an interview with him. In case you watch for the first time, you can look through my videos and see the Russo interview, which I'll actually be re-airing again. I'll put another one up. It's a cut-down version. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. Peace.